Now to breaking news. Amid the fighting happening in Syria, President Trump says that the roughly 1,000 troops he ordered to leave will now leave northern Syria but be assigned to a different region to monitor ISIS.
He also says he's authorizing economic sanctions against Turkey while the criticism at home is intensifying, even from his own party. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor has more.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell issued a statement today saying he is gravely concerned about events in Syria that could lead to a resurgence of ISIS. Turkey began attacks in Syria against the Kurds, longtime U.S. battlefield allies against ISIS, after President Trump abruptly announced the pullout of U.S. troops. The Kurds have turned to Russian-backed Syrian forces aligned with dictator Bashar Assad to defend against the Turkish advancement. Meantime, some of nearly 11,000 captured ISIS fighters and their supporters have reportedly escaped. In a tweet, President Trump said the Kurds may be releasing them to get the U.S. involved, adding they could easily be recaptured. He also tweeted, "Anyone who wants to assist Syria in protecting the Kurds is good with me, whether it is Russia, China, or Napoleon Bonaparte. I hope they all do great. We are 7,000 miles away." This afternoon, the president said he would soon be issuing an executive order authorizing sanctions against Turkey, saying steel tariffs will be increased back up to 50% and that the U.S. would immediately stop negotiations on a $100 billion trade deal with Turkey.
I think it is not necessarily going to prevent Turkey from doing what they're doing. This has been Turkey's dream for a long time, and the president basically gave the green light to do it.
Members of Congress on both sides are also working on a sanctions package to punish Turkey, separate from any action taken by the White House.
Again, the U.S. troops ordered to leave Syria are still leaving northeastern Syria, according to the president. They will, however, remain in the Middle East to prevent the resurgence of ISIS. He also confirmed that a small number of U.S. troops at a base in southern Syria will remain there. Also happening today, Fiona Hill, President Trump's former Russia expert at the White House, continues to give closed-door testimony today as part of the House impeachment inquiry into President Trump. Also, the White House press secretary says the president condemns a graphically violent parody video that depicts a likeness of him shooting and stabbing opponents and members of the news media. It was reportedly shown at a meeting of Trump supporters at his Miami resort. Live in the newsroom, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Alice, thanks.